Perseverance, patience, and assertiveness are my best friends now. Join us for week 6 in the journey of the Stay Home Fellowship. I am Carmen Roman. I am clinical psychologist. My job is to work with anxiety and trauma. Join me for this adventure of the fellowship. Let's begin. Living in harmony is possible if you know your emotions and how to handle them. I am Dr. Carmen Roman, and I will share with you the current psychology by myself or by interviewing experts who will inspire you. Learn how to live a life of fullness and how to recover your emotional harmony. Welcome to Emotions in Harmony. Welcome back to week 6. Thank you for being with us in this journey. Your presence really helps us not to feel alone in the stay home. We feel the company of all our listeners. It has been really fun. And of course, because you ask again that my husband is here, I guess people is loving you, my dear.
I hope so.
Here we have Vince. I guess do you think they will tell you they don't want you here?
Well, they're still downloading it, so.
Yes, we are based on the numbers, and based on the numbers, you are liking my husband and couple people who were brave to do their opinion. They say they love you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
More of those people.
We want more of those people, yeah? Say something. If you are there behind with us, we know you are there because of the numbers. Just say something. This is week 6. Oh, we finished week 6. And we are talking about perseverance and patience and assertiveness. We need a lot of assertiveness, at least we did this week, to say no to people we love, to say no, we are not going to visit you, no, we are not going to the restaurant together.
Yeah, I think after this long in shutdown, people really want to get together, but it takes a little willpower to say no and later.
This is our mantra, later. It will come soon. Yeah.
It'll be worth it. Trust me.
It was hard. We needed to say no to very near people.
Yeah. And I mean, we didn't say no, we said later.
Oh,
so
yeah.
hopefully that'll be less offensive or something. But
it's scary too. What about if we lose friends because we keep saying no?
Yeah. Well, I don't think so, but they're good friends already, so they'll stay that way.
They are friends for many years, but it's still scary to say no. It requires a lot of confidence to say no. And also was the Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people had a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Or they cheated a little bit. Just try not to cheat a little bit. Just try to keep it on video or.
At some point, I felt kind of crazy because I listen more and more people is getting together and doing something and going to visit each other. And I feel like we are the less and the less that one we are respecting actually the stay home.
Right. Yeah, I'm hoping a lot of the businesses are at least still sticking to the law, sticking to the shutdown.
Let's face it, this is not egalitarian.
Definitely not.
This is not egalitarian. This is a privilege to be able to stay home.
Right. And we're very lucky. Our jobs and a lot of us in the Silicon Valley, but a lot of people who clean houses who don't have a choice, the waiters, the restaurant staff, a lot of maintenance. And
actually, you probably are going to listen in week 7 in the next week, but today actually in that is week 7, we did a workshop for cleaners how to return safely to their work.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's part of the week 7. We tell you in the next episode, but this is not egalitarian, but we are doing the best we can. At least in Emotions in Harmony, we are doing the best we can to equip our people who is struggling to pay the rent, to have food, to equip them with emotional health.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah. I don't mention that much in the podcast, but if you feel like ever donating to Emotions in Harmony, we need you now. Because this is everything you are donating, 100% is going to the production to keep like motivating everybody to stay safe and healthy. And we need to hire more instructors and everything to teach them how to stay safe. So, we also start missing all the people that we have met through services in restaurants. I wonder how my favorite waitress in the Chinese restaurant, Jane.
Yeah, we were wondering about that. She would often bring us some a little free cup of soup or something, and now we're wondering what happened to her. How is she
Yeah.
doing?
Does she have a job?
Right. It was easy for us to get takeout, but we don't get to see what happens to all the other people.
Yeah. Are you wondering what happened to the person who gives you the newspaper in the corner, to the person who cleans the building in the office that you go or in the university, to the person who is always there in the library? Do they have their job? Are they doing okay? Are they healthy? Yeah.
Right. And we don't know if they're getting any of the sort of the benefits, the unemployment insurance, and if they qualify, and if they actually received it, if they did.
Yeah. You never know who is keeping their job, not. You're right, benefits, who is actually, for me, it's like also who is healthy emotionally.
Right. That's harder to see too. That's not just a statistic.
Yeah, are they in deep stress? You're right. You touch a very good point. That's not an statistic thing. We don't have statistics about how many people is in stress, in trauma, or in depression because of this coronavirus. But we definitely know that anxiety is going through the roof. Yeah, we know, even though we don't have numbers.
Right. I mean, you could see that week to week when you talk to people directly.
Yeah. We also got some couple videos of, they call it videos of conspiracy.
Yeah, they're making a lot of those been throwing around social media,
Uh huh.
and even some of the social media companies are trying to get rid of them.
Yeah. I like to hear everything. I like to hear everything. Let's listen to everything. I mean, of course, after a minute or two, I will decide if I want to keep watching the video or not. But I like to listen different opinions. This is what I mean.
Right. But I think the ones they're worried about are the ones that are actually could be dangerous. They're telling you don't protect them by wearing masks, don't wash your hands, all these kind of things.
Yeah, those are extreme. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the kind they're mostly going after.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, no, we don't need to propagate information that actually attempts with the health of people. So, if they present other theories or they present something that is different than the mainstream, I like to listen to them because it's good to listen to everything. But I'm going to tell you right now about cognitive dissonance. What happened with some information when doesn't align to your beliefs or to your cognitions is that you experience, or we all experience, cognitive dissonance. And that means you are in conflict. You have now two thoughts, two line of thoughts that differ or are opposite. And that is stressful. It's really stressful. The more one of them is in your cognition, or the more personal the beliefs are about you, about the world, the more stressful it is when somebody wants to tell you. Like when you cover your ears and like, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. Yeah. This is this is stressful. The more important your cognitions are, or your beliefs, it is extremely important for you, for your survival, for what you think is true ever since you were a child, and somebody comes and tells you the opposite, it's really stressful. Or if they are really, really different from one to another, it's really stressful. Or they are really strongly different. They are really stressful. So these videos, or whatever video, in the one way or another, are attempting to our dissonance, to our cognition, and we experience stress. And let me tell you something, that kind of stress in a regulated way, in an okay level, is okay. We want you to have cognitive dissonance. Festinger was the author that talked about this concept of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is when two concepts or two beliefs are opposite to each other and they coexist in our brain. And it's painful. It is painful. So please listen to different opinions, wait, breathe, maybe consult with your pillow. And then the next day or when you gather more information, you finish your opinion. You conform a new opinion that is the best for you.
Very good.
Is that good?
Yes, excellent.
Okay, yeah, we want you to have some cognitive dissonance. Healthy, healthy one. A little bit of stress because we want you to grow emotionally and intellectually. So please don't be in such a rush to believe everything. Don't be such in a rush to conclude something because we want you to check your structures, your cognitions about the world. And this pandemic, this situation is us actually calling us to check the world as we know it in our mind.
I guess that could be a good side effect, kind of.
Kind of. If you take it seriously and to work and try to create new ways of thinking, this is a good thing. If you didn't know how to use video conference before and now you are using video conference,
Right.
and if you didn't know how to live with a mask and gloves and clean and with the gloves, now you are need to learn that is good.
Right. Maybe a world of clean hands now.
Yeah, maybe. So please hold into these opposites and learn something new. This is why it's so important. And remember, the ones who have patience and perseverance and are able to adapt are the ones that will be more happy at the end. They will be creative. They will bring something new to this world. They will survive. So we want you to be one of these persons. Another thing is there are services, new services that I would love for them to stay, or new ideas or new ways. Like, for example, I was able to get, just by contacting the Arizona Board of Psychology, I was able to get the license in Arizona. So for this little emergency time, I am licensed in Arizona. Why they don't do that always?
Right. And maybe for not just emergency times or a lot of other emergencies.
Mhm.
So there are hurricanes somewhere, there's a tornado somewhere, there's an earthquake somewhere. So
Yeah.
maybe they could open that up to broaden the emergencies.
And my student loan is come to 0% in interest. Why didn't do that always?
Well, that's been a very big issue in the presidential campaign. So we'll see if there's any hope.
See, it's just a number in the computer. You could just put 0 and everybody will be happy. And it takes one click.
Let's hope.
Yeah. So there are services and projects and whatever that boom, they were done fast and quickly. And I'm sure you have some examples of it. And we want them to stay that way. We learned that we can do that way. You can take teletherapy now. We knew that before, and I was doing teletherapy, but now people can do it, and some of them are loving it. I love teletherapy, but it took a crisis for some people to learn. So make a note of the services and the whatever you find that you like and see if we can keep requesting those. We learned that they can do it.
Right. And maybe it'd be another positive side effect of something like that where get people out of their cars.
Mhm.
Something we need regardless, but this might be something that leads to more of it.
Yeah. I have an example that I love. There is one example that the group brought me is one person called the house that this person used to clean, one house cleaner, called the house and say, I cannot get into the house, but I can clean your car. And the other person say, oh yeah, you can clean my car, of course. And then he went to another house and another house, and now he's cleaning cars.
And do you think they'll be able to keep doing that afterwards?
I hope, because it will be nice if somebody just come and clean the car.
That'd be great.
That will be great, yeah? So creativity is the way to stay, to survive. So, and another big question here that I am throwing to you, Vince, without having them in the notes, is can we do business? It's okay to do business during this crisis.
Well, it seems like, I mean, a lot of businesses are still doing well. And hopefully more, like you said, the car washer, the house cleaner turned car washer, hopefully, again, they could find a bright side of it.
We want our restaurant to have the takeout.
Right. And keep our favorite waitresses.
And yeah, we want to be able to have our favorite waitresses when we come back. And then we want some hospitals to be open. And then we want the gardeners to come. Yeah, I guess because the question around in social media was is okay, is a morally okay to do business when people don't have money. Well, this is also a new way of trade. We can trade sometimes too. We exist before without money around in the world. So we can do some trading when it's possible. And also there are some services that people is willing to pay, or some services that are willing to pay more now than before. Ask Zoom. They are doing business.
I would imagine, yeah.
They are.
We did not buy stock with them, unfortunately.
Yeah, we didn't. So yeah, let's do, socially responsible businesses is what I am learning from Marie Forleo. I like that. Socially responsible businesses means whenever, for example, Emotions in Harmony, whenever you come and pay the full session of therapy, part of it, a good part of it, is destined to keep doing these free groups, these free sessions for people who cannot afford. They just have the same service and they have therapy or whatever they have there. So this is socially responsible. And what we are talking here in this week 6 is, remember, we are talking about the fellowship of hope, the stay home fellowship. Now they has two names, the same group. Is this group of women, 17 plus one guy now, 18 people that are part of 2 times a week. We get together, we talk about their feelings, their emotions, we talk about psychoeducation, and we do yoga and we do mantras together. So this is our little way in Emotions in Harmony to eliminate the social disparities.
That is excellent.
That is excellent. We're having a lot of fun.
And more people are getting into it, so hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah, now they don't want to leave. We asked them this week because Brenda is the yoga teacher, and we are just feeling like we want to rest also. Some people, if you say, oh my God, I am able to clean my closet and I am able to do that and that, not Brenda and I. We are working really, I think, even harder than before.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, you've seen it, yeah. We are working harder. So we kind of want that time to clean the closet, but we don't have it. So we ask them, we suggest nicely, what do you think about cutting a little more sessions so we only see you once a week? And they say no. They don't want to go.
I guess it's good to be too popular for your own good.
Yeah. So I guess we are going to be still in working with them until they say no, because you said until the end of this stay home, and we are still in the stay home.
Right, and we don't know how long it's going to go, and there's in all likelihood be a second wave later on.
It's going to be likely, these people will come back for the second wave.
Right.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun in this group. And if you speak Spanish, and even if you don't and you want to join and listen to Spanish, feel free. The whole group is in Spanish. Mis amigos in harmony, I am going to interrupt this fascinating conversation because I have something exciting to tell you. We are working now with a group of women, those women who want to be bold, who want to be able to do changes they want, who want to live in harmony, live consciously. These women can join us for a membership for now in Spanish only, so they can join us for a membership monthly. We are going to be twice, and I say we because it's Brenda and I. We are going to be meeting twice live with them via Zoom. We are going to talk every day with them in the group. They can know each other. They can be supported by each other. So there is a healthy, beautiful community. If you speak Spanish and you want to be with us, come, join us. Look for the notes and the information will be there. Now, back to this wonderful conversation. Let's move to the good side. The good side of the week 6. Some women learn to set boundaries. They learn. Actually, one woman say, I told my children about not coming for the Mother's Day. Thank you. I don't visit me because I want to be healthy. And they all put together dishes and they delivered the dishes to each house. And then they had the video party by Zoom. That was fun for them.
Yeah, it's a great story.
It's a great story because, as I told you, it takes assertiveness and perseverance and patience to keep saying no to the people we love. We did one of the sessions listen to this. One of the sessions, I put the camera with my lovely husband helping me. We put the camera and the lights and everything, and I did pour painting for the group while they were working, while they were showing what art they are doing. Brenda was managing the group, and they all share what they are doing. It was amazing, the art that they are doing.
Right. Well, I know some of it's amazing that we have it on our walls here.
Yeah, we have a lot of poor painting lately because I'm doing a lot of poor painting. I am learning, but they show they are doing masks and they are doing like clay figures and they are doing electronic drawing in the computer and they are doing all kind of gardening, cooking, all kind of art that they were sharing. It was really fun to listen to each of them sharing something.
It's great to see you, all you guys encourage each other.
Yes. And the reason I'm encouraging to do art is because I believe I am an specialist in creative art expression. I truly believe doing art is a healing for your emotions and for the soul. It's a healing activity.
Right. It must be because people have been doing it since they developed, putting drawings on caves, and people have
Yes.
doing art and music ever since then.
And I'm going to tell you for week 7 because this week we are going to get together with drums and with whatever we can make noise with, and we are going to make noise in the Zoom meeting.
Wow.
Actually, if you don't speak, maybe by the time you listen, it's not, maybe we already passed. But if you are not a Spanish speaker, this will be fun just to get together and do sounds. I see that women are less dependent on Brenda or my opinions. And now they are listening to each other. And now they are trusting their own observations or opinions. This is 6 weeks into the group. So now they are really developing their own opinions. We push them to have this cognitive dissonance that I was talking about. We push them to say, calm down. Yeah, this is the opposite because some people say to use chloro, some people say to drink the chloro, and 2 people say not to use chloro. So wait, think about it, gather your research, and make your own decision. Yeah, hopefully you don't drink chloro after the Clorox.
Clorox, yes. Don't drink that.
Yeah, hopefully not, but
Even if the White House hints at it might be good.
yeah, don't trust some sources. So, but this is an example of cognitive dissonance. So some people say, oh, this is a lie. I don't know anybody with the coronavirus. So what about is the government lying to us? And some people say, no, 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 really, it's scientific research. So you listen to both and then you create your own opinion.
Right. But listen more to science anyway.
It's hard, yeah. It's hard to leave people to create their own opinion and to be respectful about that. It's really hard
It is.
because we want them to stay healthy and safe. But who you are to tell you what to do? Go and do what you. The only thing I ask you is do your research and hold yourself accountable for whatever you decide to do.
It's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, whatever you decide, you are accountable. If you are an adult, I hope that you are an adult because I discovered that I have some teenagers listening to these episodes too. This is what I discovered this week. That some teenagers, thank you teenagers for listening to us.
Excellent.
So we were doing mantras and yoga. We were doing singing mantras together and yoga guided by Brenda, who is a yoga Kundalini teacher. And oh my God, it's so beautiful. I have been doing mantras for the last 3 or 4 years, and they give you a sense of non-verbal peace. It's an inner peace that doesn't come with words. It's paradoxical, yeah? It's like you sing and sing this in weird language mantras, and then it comes some non-verbal peace. But these mantras are so beautiful, especially when they are sung together by the group. It really takes you to another space. Somebody say, I cry of gratefulness, of happiness. I cried of being connected. I feel one with all of you. It was so magical.
Amazing.
Yeah, you hear sometimes when you are far away, you hear us singing. Yeah.
And I hear you afterwards how great it was.
And yeah, I go and say, yeah, we had an amazing group session. So this, remember, is psychoeducational. So we are putting all the tools. We are actually, I told the women, we are putting a lot of tools in your toolbox. So by the time you have stress or anxiety or depression, you pull one of these tools and say, I already learned that. I know how to do it, and I know this helped me in this moment. And you have one tool and another and another and another. So you are self sufficient somehow. And of course, there is therapy. You can go to therapy. Of course, there is psychiatry and whatever, but you know how to manage yourself too. That's important. So, what I am going to ask you, part of the solutions is please look for some mantras or yoga techniques that you like. Look for some mantras in the internet and say, yeah, I am going to try that. And there are some mantras in the Kundalini or in other line of spiritually of from our ancestors that they have been thousands and thousands of years. Try them. Don't be afraid to try. Just try them and make notes of what you like and what you don't like. There is a series of 40 pauris. It's called pauri. Like my favorite or the one that I try for 40 days is the Pauri number 25. And you just sing for 11 minutes and it's so beautiful. Yeah. I don't care to translate. I just feel so good about it. You can dance, go for a walk, or do anything that is physical exercise. Please do something. If you go to my website, Dr. Carmen Roman in Facebook, I put two dances. One is very interesting, but the Zumba teachers in English, they put music in Spanish. And then the Spanish speaking teacher put music in English. So I put you both. Sometimes I share their examples of yoga. Remember, my favorite yoga is yoga with Adrienne. I don't know. I don't have the pleasure to meet her, but I am using her videos every single day. They are in YouTube. Yoga with Adrienne.
They're good. And I was going to say, there's a lot of other videos that people are doing that you can use to help. They're personal trainers and showing little exercises you could do just around the house or in your own yard.
Yeah, you don't need income for that. You just need a YouTube connection.
And donate to those people too if they're asking. You need it too.
Yes, please donate. Donate because that's the way to keep them, motivate them to keep doing. Be creative. This is what I am going to ask you. Be creative with a healing intention. What does mean? If you are painting, knitting, drawing, cooking, doing mandalas, or whatever do you playing your guitar,
As I said, playing music,
playing music is
some
another
instrument.
good one. So if you are doing whatever that is a creative expression, doesn't matter the result, doesn't matter if you are good or not. What it matters is that you get into the space of a healing space, a healing intention. So you need to create this healing intention, you need to have a space where you are not being interrupted, neither by yourself because you put the TV or something else, or you have soft music, you have your phone off limits, or your tablet or whatever that you don't need to be creative at this moment. Just have it off limits. Or if you are painting in your computer, disable everything else and just focus on painting at least for 20, 30 minutes, and you will experience the healing sensation of being creative. So we want you to be creative. You have something to say, my dear, before we go deeper with the questions to finish this episode?
No, I was just going to second the motion for being creative. I mean, I like it for playing an instrument, but yeah, like you say, uh, painting, sculpture, all these things.
Yeah,
Even if nobody else ever sees it or hears it, you've done it for yourself.
writing. Yeah, writing too, or journaling, or whatever you think is creative for you, and it takes you to that spiritual space. Yeah. Those are going deeper. Remember, always we finish with questions for you. Those are the two questions. Can I practice and stay in dissonance for a while? Can I put different cognitions and keep them there for a while? The now other question is, how do I reconcile the opposite opinions in a way that works for me? And then those are questions for your journal. Again, can I practice and stay in dissonance for a while? How do I reconcile the opposite opinions in a way that works for me. And please subscribe to our newsletter and share the content. If you like this episode, please share with others. That is a huge favor for us. And if you subscribe to our content, you go to the website or go to the notes here and subscribe to our newsletter, you are doing us a huge favor because we can keep in touch. We can send you information when we are doing something, or when I get an idea, I can share it with you. And we create this community of amigos in harmony. Yeah. And if you share it, you actually do us a huge, huge favor because other people get to learn about what we are doing in Emotions in Harmony, and they think very good about you because say, wow, this person is working in their health and is willing to share. Okay, see you guys. We are going to do week 7, and probably we are going to stop after week 7, even though we may have more weeks, because we also want to rest from doing this journey of the Stay Home Fellowship. Questions, comments, etc. Find us in social media, find us in our website, and send me a comment through there. Thank you for listening. Bye for now. We have reached the end of another episode of the podcast Emotions in Harmony. See you the next week. Visit www.emotionsinharmony.org, where you can subscribe, find the notes, and be in direct contact with me. Thanks for listening.